Weather doesn't have to be severe for some major damage to happen outside of your house. In fact, over the past week, we've seen several trees come down.
Some crashed onto cars, others onto homes. Chief Meteorologist John Gahn explains how this could happen to your home even when there isn't heavy rain. But first, Channel 4's Francesca Amberger spoke with a tree expert explaining how to know if your tree is at risk. Francesca.
Well, Joy and Tarek, I'm standing in the yard of Southside United Methodist Church, and right here is the tree that fell earlier today. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at these roots. These roots are about 3 feet deep, very shallow, meaning that this could happen to anybody.
A tree like this right here usually will give you a sign. This one right here just happened to fall without giving too much sign, which can happen.
Besides a small indentation and a little bit of erosion, Robert Hall of Full Tree Service says this tree didn't really have any signs that it would soon give away. And he says that it doesn't take a severe storm for this to happen.
Well, most people are under the assumption that it takes a hurricane-force wind to bring a tree down, and that's just not the case. What it does take is a saturated ground. If you have rain for several days, the ground becomes like soup, and then you have a tree planted like in a bowl of soup. And then if you have a 20 to 30 mile an hour sustained wind, trees come down.
And that's exactly what happened to this home when a tree landed on it Tuesday night. A day before, another tree fell and went through this truck. Hall says there are some signs to look out for when determining if a tree could put you at risk.
If you walk outside and the tree has a tilt to it that it didn't have yesterday, then that's something that you want to be concerned about, that you may want to get looked at. If you see the ground pulling up or rising, which probably happened in this situation, that may be another sign that the roots are giving way.
Hall also says check for leaf discoloration, which could mean the tree is sick or dying. And if the tree doesn't sway, that means the tree could snap. Ultimately, he says consult with a professional to make sure this doesn't happen to you.
Full Tree Service does offer free hurricane preparedness evaluations. Be more than happy to come out and look at your house, look at your grounds, make sure everything is good.
Again, you don't want this mess in your yard. Now, right now, we are in hurricane season, and Hall tells me that it is the time to make sure that you do have a tree consultant come out to your home. All the information can be found on news4jax.com. But again, since we're in hurricane season, you don't want this mess in your yard, so be sure to consult with a consultant. We're now reporting live. Francesca Amberger, Channel 4, the local station.